And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever. Alright, time to send some food to Custer. New line. All the way up to here. And this is going to be... Ooh. State car, sweet. We're going to be a darker green this time. And this is going to be... Cust Food Supply. Awesome. New state car. Okay, so we go down here, and I added a little depot to service these two lines here. So we've got, on one side we've got the Heart Food, and the other side we've got the Custer Food. And this should know exactly which platform to go to. I don't need to specify which track it goes to. So we're gonna do a big boy again, and we're gonna do a darker green. And let's see. Let's build it in a boxcar for food. There that is, and we're gonna specify how much food do we need over in Custer. Where is Custer? Oh, I didn't want to get rid of all that. 207 food. So quite a lot of demand for food. So again, we want dark green. About the same amount as what we're delivering for here. And yeah, our livestock situation is pretty dire. I'm tempted to move that into the depot, get rid of 3 of those livestock cars, and add a bunch of gondolas for grain. So set line, we want Custer Food Supply. So if he's smart, he will go onto this inside track, and the game is most definitely smart enough to do that, which is such a lifesaver. So for now, let's look at Heart Food. Do you have a full load order? Yes, you do, which is good. It lowers the profitability, lowers the amount that you have to expend, but we need this one to run a couple times before this food processor really understands what we're trying to do. And we need to deliver more grain. This thing is maxing out on grain right now, and so we need to deliver more grain. So one of the things I'm going to do is first add a waypoint here. So we're going to separate the livestock and grain orders. Oh, actually, I'm going to add this waypoint, and then this. So this will be green, and this will be Spoke Houston Raw Food. So this is going to change to Spoke Houston Grain, and this is going to be Spoke Houston cattle, whatever, livestock, it doesn't matter. And so we want our livestock we want to at least deliver its goods, and then we'll change the line. Because when you do auto replace on trains, it's by line. So if I did an auto replace on this line and replaced it with grain, there would essentially be no grain. There's no livestock delivering. So we're going to set this to Houston Heart Cattle as soon as it's empty, and we're going to set it, and it's going to go to the same place anyway. Because we want to first upgrade the line high-speed track all the way through. The depot is a little less important because it slows down anyway. And we're going to double up the line on the grain side of things. So again, we're going to drag this out so we get some speed. And then we're just going to continue that line all the way through. All the way around. Then on this side, we're going to need to first take that away. Okay, that didn't like that at all. A little bleed off of speed here, which is okay. And you still have cattle. Oh yeah, there's cattle for the other line, which I never service. So hopefully it knows. Okay, so signal-wise, I want this train. How do I want to do this? I could set. If this comes out here, I don't really. Autosave. If I have this coming out from this side, and this coming out from this side, it's kind of the opposite of how it usually looks, but it should work. Should work. Just because trains that are coming out of this depot are going really slow, so it doesn't matter that they're going to pull into this station here this way. Okay, let's set up another intermediate signal like that. And then another one down here. Another one over here. It's unscientifically spaced apart, which is okay by me. I'm not trying to be perfect with it. You can set them up on bridges, which is nice. You can do them in tunnels too, but they're a little wonky in tunnels. Oh, that's right at the end of my line here. So I'm going to do that. So my line should automatically update to be one way on each one of those lines, which is nice. And it should automatically take the right path. All right. So looks like cattle has now started getting more cattle. And the livestock on the grain one, that will just sit there for all perpetuity, and I don't care. I don't care. So let's set up another grain train. And what color are you, Mr. Grain Train? I'm guessing green. You are indeed. I think I was kind of setting up all of them on green for a while. What do we want to do? I want a little bit of speed. Okay, that's a good train. I could use an electric, but I don't really have many good options for electric right now. So I think I'm going to go with the Alco again, and we're going to specify. I still don't have a new gondola. I got the new tank car, the new box car, and the new state car, but not the new gondola. I wonder if we're going to get it next year. Maybe I'll wait. Let's sell this train. I'm going to wait until January and see if we unlock the next gondola. Ooh, look at the wood available over here. How old are you? You're 36 years old. You could be replaced using the new state cars. So, replacement, set vehicle, you are right now green, of course. And what's your You are one of these, I think. Yes. So you're 4,800 horsepower. That's a good amount of horsepower. So I think we're just going to keep him at that. I don't want to go big boy. It's not a long enough route to warrant a big boy, and this thing just doesn't have the tractive effort as one of these. So we're going to add this, and then we're going to add quite a few state cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is 180. So we're going to go yes, 25. And let this thing replace as soon as it hits this lumber yard, which should be able to pick up pretty much all that lumber, almost all of it. 180 out of 250, 255, which will really boost our setup a little bit. As far as this train goes, how old are you? 10 years old. That might also upgrade. But the new state cars should hold more. So I'm moving 120. I'm gonna bump that up to 180. I hope I have enough room. Yes, I do. So that just replaced that. And what about this one over here? It does replace it. So I didn't drop off any wood, unfortunately, but it's able to move a lot more material. Awesome. And let's set this back to no. And this one is on its way, fully loaded with lumber. And now for grain. And what was I waiting for on grain? Oh yeah, I was waiting for January to come around. And now that this has its own cattle line, it looks like it's actually being able to feed it a little bit more, which helps with our finances. Look at that. I mean, not making money, and suddenly we're making a profit just because we swapped out that line. Highly recommend that little change. Heart Food is making some serious bank. Look at that, $11 million it made last year. This little delivery will be quite lucrative here because we're moving it faster, we're moving more. It's just all in all a good thing. Pay me. Thank you. Yeah, that's a pretty good profit margin. Decent. Very decent. Let's look at our construction materials. Look at that. This is really ramping up its production. We got up to 400 now, and our stone is also up to 400. And we're just moving that much more material. These are probably profitable, but just barely. They're going to need more actual gondolas in order to make a profit. But again, we're limited by the cities. The cities themselves are what's dictating how much that's going to be supplied. So as soon as we get upgraded engines that are able to move a little bit faster, that will greatly accelerate that process. So as far as grain goes, let's speed this up a little bit so we can get to January and see if we can't get a better gondola going, because our grain train is making a consistent profit. But now that we're delivering food to 2 different cities, how is our Custer line doing, by the way? That's that line. This is Heart Food. I'm looking for this one here. He is making a very decent profit. Oh, do we get it? Oh, we didn't get the gondola. Okay, so on that front, we are going to go ahead and buy the train. It's going to be green. I want another one of these. Or did I want... No, I wanted that. Gondola, and we can keep it automatic. It doesn't matter. 9. So set train to grain. Go. Doubling up our grain deliveries will help keep this thing operating at peak efficiency, as well as able to deliver even more food, which means more profits, means more trips for this thing at almost $6.5 million per trip. So doing that more times a year, always a good thing. But again, we're limited by our cities. So we're almost delivering 100% of the food that we actually need. So we got to be careful with oversupply. And this now, I need to ramp up the trucks on this, which are going to be orange. Give me some orangeness. And Studebakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is Custer Goods. Go. And I want to make sure this line, yeah, same color as my trucks. And this line, Custer Passengers, is going to change to yellow. And the vehicles, I'm also going to change to yellow. And how are you? How old are you? 32 years old. Let's look at our vehicles. And yeah, our age, we are a little old, so I'm going to set all of these to yellow. Our passenger services are all going to be yellow. And we want to do a mass replace of all those very old vehicles, because those are just costing us mountains of money in fees, maintenance fees. So now that we're delivering food, it's awesome. And the Studebakers are going to do their part. They're slowly making their way through town. It looks like they are trying to load at this station, but that's fine. They will unload there, and everything will be happy eventually. So let's start replacing vehicles. And let's start with Hartford. Go to Hunt Pass. You are old, so you can do this through the lines. This might be a little easier because you can actually see all the vehicles. So we just want road. That'll help filter this a little bit. And let's do Hart Pass first. So I'm going to set vehicle to yellow. It's going to be the bus. Yes, 25%. Same thing with Cuss Passengers. Set vehicle. Yes. Yes at 25%. And Char Passengers. That's Charleston, I believe. How old are these cars? 12 years. They're not old enough yet. Boise Passengers. How old are you guys? 12 years old. You're not quite old enough yet to warrant that expense. So you can see all these vehicles now getting replaced. How old are you? 14 years? No. I'll wait a few more years for all of those. That's a pretty massive expense right there. Come on, all the other vehicles need to be replaced. There we go. Almost. They're almost there. one more. Where are you? Come on. There we go. So now they're able to go even faster, 31 miles an hour. So we're able to not only increase the frequency of those lines, but carry more people, which will help grow the cities faster, fill up my trains. It just is all in all better. So I'd love to upgrade Heart Food, but I can't really justify it because this is doing its best to deliver all the food. Look at that, another 6.5 million. Beautiful. Beautiful amount of money. And this is delivering its food here, which is being dropped right back off inside of the city. So these trucks are probably going around through here. They might be cutting in. Let's see what the line looks like on that. So they're cutting in around. So if I add another passenger depot on this side, I want to do that anyway to all of these. To this one as well. And to this one here. So does that alter my line at all? Doesn't. Not really. But it does change this one to where this one was going out and around. Now it's going cutting in. I don't really like that, but it's still going clockwise, which is what we want anyway. So none of these are being updated. None of these are being updated. I don't have any tram or air or water. So none of these are being auto upgraded. That's good. How's my balance doing? Let's look at the lines and income. So my customer machines is probably the least profitable for some reasons. Probably not frequent enough. Or I'm not able to produce enough machines to actually keep up with it. My customer goods is brand new, so that's not caught up yet. The passenger service here is losing money as well. So I might need to bump up having a few more vehicles here. Look at this. What is going on here? I mean, why are you guys all bunched up here? That's not cool at all. Look at all the people waiting over here. It's because I just upgraded all those lines. And it confused the game. It confused me. I'm sorry for confusing you. So, how are our construction materials doing? Are you making... Oh, you are making money now. Fantastic. Now I've got some more delivery going on here. More frequent deliveries equals more demand. So we've got even more material in demand now. So this guy should be making some good profit already, which is nice. So we are on our way to being billionaires. We've got almost 90 million in the bank right now. If I just let this game run for a year without actually spending money, then we would be able to make some bank. But we've got stuff like this where we're going to need to upgrade the steel line to send steel down here much more frequently, which will beef up the tools, which I need to beef this train up to deliver more tools, and so on and so on. So we got more money to spend, and then I'm sure the last about 25 years in the century that we will make 99% of the money that we will get to. Once the trains are all updated and all that kind of stuff. So, but that'll do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.